Hey guys, I'm back. I hope you enjoy the Skyrim gameplay because you're going to be seeing a lot of it in the next few weeks or even months of just gameplay. Maybe I'll throw in a little bit of Last Guardian in there, but it's mostly going to be Skyrim. So I hope you guys enjoy watching Skyrim gameplay. Anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about the divisiveness that a lot of modern liberal ideology is promoting. Now, I myself identify as a liberal, but many people on the left are ashamed to because of things like this here Huffington Post article entitled "This string cheese packaging is oddly sexist. Reduced fat should not make food more feminine." Stuff like this is just poisoning a pure movement. This type of article, this type of writing pretty much destroys people's images of people who are on the left, because it just makes us seem like, as a group, as if we are militant, like thought police, pretty much, and we read too much into things, and it's these specific kind of liberals, but people on the outside looking in, people on the right, maybe just even centrists, or people who are just center Democrat, see stuff like this and immediately identify the fact that the person is liberal as validation for their belief that all liberals are divisive, militant, and just generally annoying people. But it's this specific group of people on the internet that are poisoning this movement. They are the reason that Trump won, in my honest opinion. I know Hillary got the popular vote, but they're the reason that Trump got so much overwhelming support in the majority of the country. And it's really getting to a point where they're not even self-aware. They can't see that what they're doing is actually hurting more than it's helping anyone. People like this are the reason Trump has had so much support. People like this are the reason that race relations are getting even worse. They're the reason that a lot of us can't get along. Let me get into reading this article, and I'll talk more about different ideologies a little later. But the main focal point of this video is talking about the leftist ideologies of today, and how they're completely just toxic, and they're poisoning the liberal landscape. They're just destroying the movement. They're destroying our fights for freedom and liberty, and it's disgusting. It's like these people have never even been taught anything about the Constitution or anything about the Bill of Rights. And it really, it's disturbing that people like this are living in our country. And this is just pertaining to liberals. Conservatives are just the same shit, different toilet. But yeah, let's get into this article. Some days you can't even enjoy a string cheese without sexism getting you down. Oh, that's a great indicator for what the rest of this article is going to be like. Someone wrote into Jezebel this week an irritating observation about Galbani string cheese. The 3 types of full-fat cheese each have a different boy, in quotation marks, string cheese cartoon character. But the low-fat cheese character has been drawn as a girl, in quotation marks. The anonymous tipster wrote, "Wouldn't have noticed it all except my 5-year-old daughter excitedly pointed it out and asked if we could get the girl cheese." The tipster provided a photo which matches up with the images of the Galbani cheese from the website. All their string cheese and snack cheese products have a stereotypically male-looking cheese character, while the reduced-fat versions have a lady cheese person. Just another indicator that these people like feminists in the first world are just digging to find sexism, while in places like Iran, there are literally legal female genital mutilations happening as we speak. It's disgusting. It's disturbing, and the worst part of it is that whenever you mention this to one of these people in a debate, they'll say that you're devaluing the sexism that's happening in the first world. It's a horrifying ideology. It's just as bad as the ideology of the alt-right. It's just on a different side of the spectrum. It's got the same divisive properties held by the ideology of the alt-right neo-Nazis. It's just directed towards males and people who aren't of color. So basically it's directed to everybody who isn't female, like everybody who isn't female. It's just directed at all men. And it's intolerant of people on the right who are just trying to live their lives. It promotes an ideology that it promotes an idea. Sorry, I shouldn't have said ideology there. It promotes an idea that all the people on the right are completely evil. Like, there's no good people on the right. And there are no people on the right who aren't divisive and evil, and that they're all awful people, which is wrong. I mean, I've met nice right-wingers. I've met right-wingers who I politically disagree with, but are still good people. Everybody has met people who they don't politically agree with, that are still good people. And, you know, this stuff is... It really gets to me. I don't know why, but it irks me. And it's just, it's so divisive and malicious, and, yeah. Anyway, guys, guess I gotta cut it off here.